Every time somebody studies this, what they keep finding is that maintaining an overall level of physical activity tends to pay really good dividends in overall quality of life. Obviously, we don't all have the same capabilities. Some of us have greater challenges than others. Some of us have serious restrictions. Nevertheless, keeping as active as we can for our individual situation tends to mean that we have, among other things, an increase in life satisfaction and an increase in general sense of well-being. This is especially pertinent for those of us who are past middle age, because a lot of us want to preserve our independence as we get older. Now, all of us are going to wind up facing some kind of challenge, some kind of physical or mental setback as we age. But being dependent on others isn't necessarily an all or nothing proposition. The more ability we have to pick and choose when we need assistance from somebody else, the more ability we have to pick and choose what we continue to do for ourselves, the more flexibility we have. And frankly, independence often implies interdependence in ways that we don't always think about. If we're able to give back and take care of the same people who are in some ways taking care of us, we often feel much better about ourselves in the process. At the time I'm filming this, I'm less than 2 months away from turning 61, and I have a loved one who's in hospice for cancer at the age of 74. That's a very appropriate time for them to be depending on the rest of us for more support, because they're going through an illness that is very likely to kill them in the next few months. And yet, they have energy to socialize, they have energy to ask the rest of us how we're doing. They sometimes have energy to function for themselves in ways that relieve us of doing it all for them. And they absolutely provide emotional support to the rest of us in the household, even though they require so much support themselves. My ambition as an aging person is to do at least that well when I reach their age, even if I wind up facing a life-threatening and life-terminating illness. If this kind of thing hasn't occurred to you, as a person who's aging day by day yourself, I encourage you to think about how you can plan for your own future and what you want out of life as you get older. Because we don't all have to look like the shredded personal trainer who's running around at the age of 25 being fantastic. All we have to be is the best self that we can day by day. And very often, steady investment in ourselves yields improvements that we would never have expected, because the process is cumulative and because we often don't know what we're capable of until we try. Preserving independence, or being capable of choosing the kinds of interdependence we want, is a big value. I encourage you to give it a shot. Just get started. If you've made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you. Second of all, if this video or any of my others have entertained you, made you smile, taught you something, given you some support on your own journey for mental or physical health and fitness, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if that's too much of a commitment right now, please at least give it a thumbs up. Thanks for your time, thanks for your support, thanks for your attention. Go kick some butt, including your own, in a good way. Love ya.